Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore and our Human Paladin. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today we're going to start things off with some questing in Duskwood. I thought about it for a bit, and I'd like to wrap up some of these before we move over to Stranglethorn. But hopefully it shouldn't take too much of our time. So we may actually get over to the southern jungles today if we are able to. We're going to start things off with our continuation of the Scythe of Elune questline. And we're going to do this by investigating the Worgen-infested cave to the south once again. From there, we'll head west to deliver Morbid's Bane back to Sven in his camp. And I imagine the follow-up to that will be to take on Morbid Fell himself, which I imagine we are not going to be ready for whatsoever, but we'll take a look at the quest text and see what it looks like. So with that being said, we're running past the Rotting Orchard at the moment. Let's see if we can squeeze by here. That's right, if we grab one Dark Runner, I'm okay with that. And let's get going. It was good that we were able to pick up all of those new upgrades in the last episode. More damage from Seal of the Righteousness. We've got Divine Shield now to replace Divine Protection. And we had new ranks of Holy Light and Flash of Light as well, for some additional healing that we could definitely use in some of these fights. Alright, let's see how we want to tackle this. Maybe we can sneak behind so we don't have to kill as many Worgen on the way in. I do remember the last time we were here there was a named Worgen called Gutspill, if I'm not mistaken. And I feel like that might be what we're looking for, but we'll have to dig into the cave a little bit further and see if we can figure out what we're supposed to be looking for. We got the quest text again. Yeah, it's pretty much Caravan just wants us to kind of look around the area and see what we can find. Look for signs of the scythe. So, we'll see. I can see Gutspill right there. I don't want to pull multiple enemies at the same time, though, if we can help it. See if we can grab him now. Oh, grabbing the tainted one there. I think we should be good. And let's see if he actually has something useful for us this time around. No, still nothing. Interesting. So I wonder if Gut Spill is part of some sort of class quest or something. A little bit more specific. Alright, so we're entering Roland's Doom again. Let's see if we can quickly clear out this cave. We want to do so before any of the other Worgen respawn. And hopefully we'll find something on the ground that will perk our interest. Up some interesting BOE gloves here. It's +6 defense. It's a leather piece. It's very interesting. I'm not sure how useful defense is as a stat in vanilla. It's definitely one of those strange stats that you're not necessarily sure what it's doing for you. We're doing okay so far. All the bodies that we've collected here are still around, so I don't think we're going to be running into any respawns just yet. Got one more tainted one to deal with. To start looking around. Yep, so we got a mound of dirt over there in the corner. That is should be a pretty good indicator. I'm glad it was back here and not within the camps though. Those camps where you've got like 4 Worgen on them, that would have been very tricky to navigate through. got some evidence here. Hello there. Valinda Starsong, I have failed. I have failed in my duty, failed my people. The Worgen run rampant, and the scythe of my goddess is lost. This evil I have unleashed. In whose hand does the power my goddess granted to me now lie? By whose hand is it directed? Okay, I'm assuming that was some sort of a vision and not actually a Valinda Starsong just hiding in a pile of dirt. But I'm not sure. So we'll take that evidence back to Darkshire. Looks like we just started getting some respawns, so we made pretty good timing there. So I suppose we could go back to Darkshire first. Because honestly, what we could do is fly over to Sentinel Hill. It might be a little bit of a shorter walk over to Sven's camp. Once we get that turned in. So let's give that a try. I believe right before I pressed record today as well, I did see the announcement for Stitches. So we didn't end up seeing him on the way out, but there's a chance we might see him on the way back, so let's just be careful. Looks like the coast is clear for the most part, so let's get this one turned in. Let's see where it leads us.
What can I do for you?
It is an interesting story you tell, Sedelian, though the Caravan family's influence is not large enough that we might find the root of these troubles and finish them once and for all. We will do what we can to contain the Worgen's numbers in Duskwood. Already, I have instructed Kaller to make this his first priority.
See you later.
We shall rein in the Worgen problem. Have no worry of that. This evil that your friend introduced to our woods will be contained, and I bear her no ill will for her actions. Strange events are afoot in these times, Sedelian, and the darkness knows no respite. I will keep you no longer. I suspect that there are others that should hear of what you have found in the mines of Duskwood. And we're going to return to Thintel Bladeweaver in Darnassus. Some cool rewards here, some ranged rewards. Moonbeam wand for nature damage. Interesting. I wonder what that sounds like. It's probably like a lightning bolt effect, if I had to guess.
See you around.
But a nature wand, that has to be pretty rare. So it is interesting. I thought we would end up in Shadowfang Keep at some point with that quest. But it might end here. I'm not sure. There could always be more to it, but I feel like when you receive a weapon for a quest turn-in, usually indicates that you're at the end of the quest line. So we'll find out more once we're on that side of the world again. In the meantime, let's get over to Sentinel Hill and back to Sven's camp. we've landed in Sentinel Hill. Not too much to vendor, so I'm not worried about it that much. Let's just get over to Sven's camp. I guess we are... Well, yeah, we'll try to use up the rest of our melon juice if we can. I forgot that we had bought this sweet nectar not too long ago. I think we need to be a little bit more liberal with our water consumption. It'll make things go a little bit faster if I can get out more judgments with Seal of the Righteousness. Alright, Sven, I've got your weapon here.
Be careful.
This will be proof against the fiend Morbid Fell. Well done. You are ready. Morbid Fell will fall.
Light bless you.
Morbid Fell hides in his lair, the house perched atop the hill to the east, overlooking the Raven Hill Cemetery. His time in this land is drawing to an end. Use Morbid's Bane against him. It will render his protective magics powerless. Slay him and save us from this wickedness. Be the instrument of my revenge, and a hero of Duskwood. Super cool. Get an interesting held in offhand, and a really cool helm. Obviously can't use any of this, but...
Go with honor, friend.
So I don't know, I've done this quest like maybe once before, and it was quite a long time ago. So it removes his protective enchantments around him, but does that like convert him from an elite into a regular enemy? Or does that simply allow us to interact with him whatsoever? It's obviously yellow to us, so we're not going to take care of it right this second. So we'll ignore it for now, but yeah, interested to see when we're actually going to be able to get that one done. I do want to hold on to it, just so I don't forget about it. We don't have quest markers on our map. And yeah, I think we're pretty much ready for Stranglethorn. We've got Bride of the Embalmer here as well, which is green to us at this point. I feel like... So this is an elite enemy, obviously, but I feel like they're going to have ads with them. And if they do, I feel like that's going to be a big problem. Especially if we can't, like, leash Eliza away from them, if that is the case. But maybe we'll check it out. We do have Divine Protection now. So, like, maybe it'll help. I mean, we've got Exorcism, too. It's a little bit costly, though, so I'm not sure how it's going to work out necessarily. The only chance we really have is if Seal of Light can keep us alive with a couple of enemies up at the same time. But I have my reservations that it actually will, so... might be a bad idea, but let's give it a try. We've got a decent amount of tools to escape with. So we don't need to speak with Abercrombie, just need to click on the grave. Alright, so the plan here. We're going to get Seal of Light up. We do have Turn Evil, or Turn Undead, I suppose, which does grant us some fear. And we do have kind of a safe path down the eastern side of the cemetery. If we hug it close, we can avoid the spiders and the undead, potentially. And maybe we can leash Eliza away from her ads. That would be ideal. So I think that's what we're going to try. Will it work? I don't know. You dig through the semi-loose dirt over the grave and find the remains of a coffin. Within the coffin, you can feel the vibrating scrapes of clawed fingers and gnashing of rotting teeth. Will you open the coffin and retrieve the embalmer's heart? I will. There she is. Oh, she's got frost bolts. That is not fun. So there's one. Oh, there's two. Okay. We're gonna try to turn undead one of them. Oh no, there's way more than that. Okay. Nope. This is absolutely not happening. They were like all stacked on top of each other. Okay. Yeah, I think we're safe. No. 3 ads. I mean, even at 35, 36. I am not confident that we can get that done, and I didn't realize Eliza was a mage. That makes this a super big no-no. We're not getting anything particular out of this quest anyway, so I am okay with dropping it. We'll see if Morbid Fell ends up being a similar situation once that quest turns green to us, but yeah, I imagine it might be. So let's get over to Stranglethorn Vale. We're back on the main road now, and we'll head south. Yeah, once we get there, we'll check out the rebel camp. We'll see if there are any particularly interesting quests for us at this level. But I think I want to start working through the Nessingwary quest lines first. It'll be good to get our grind on, get some animal kills in. Should be able to make a decent amount of Ender Gold too off of those animals. So let's get to it. here we are. Welcome to Stranglethorn. Feels so weird being here on a hardcore character. I think we've only done this one other time. And let's enter the rebel camp and see what we got going on here. As far as vendors, we got the camp trader, and it looks like that's about it.
Well met.
Doesn't have too much, just has some water that we could purchase if we need it.
The Alliance.
That's about all that we need to know, though. Lieutenant Doran doesn't have anything for us just yet, so we got Sergeant Yawa.
Have a good one.
We're fighting a losing battle with the Colonel Curzon. Is it Colonel or Colonel Curzon? Not only is he a brilliant tactician, he outnumbers us at least 10 to 1. To survive, we need to use his own covert tactics against him. Enter his camp to the east and kill his men, lots of them, and get out before reinforcements can close on you. 15 Curzon jungle
Safe
fighters, we
travels.
can probably do that.
Farewell.
And bad medicine. To have a chance against Curzon, we need his healing support neutralized. He has gathered around him a large number of medicine men who heal his forces with jungle remedies and poison our fighters with venom fern extracts. We need those remedies to cure our own people, and we need a sample of those extracts to study them, so we can make our own remedies. Search the Curzon compound for both. His medicine men will have the remedies, and the extracts are probably stowed in some of the camp's supply boxes.
See you around.
Alright, that sounds good. And then we've got Corporal Caleb.
Greetings.
I do most of the cooking at the camp, and it used to be a lot of work, until I bought a mechanical cooking pot from a goblin merchant in Booty Bay. The pot is a wonder. It saved me countless hours until it broke. Can you take the pot back to the goblin for me so he can fix it? His name is Krazik. So down in Booty Bay, probably going to be a while before we head back to Booty
Light
Bay.
bless you.
And we will come back to the rebel camp at some point. So I'll just leave that quest alone for now so that we don't have something hanging around our inventory for too long. So we've got those quests that we could get started with at some point, and then of course we're gonna go ahead and visit Nessingwary, so we can start our first round of kill quests for him. Looks like we've got some killer fish underneath the water. See if we can avoid those. Doesn't look like we're going to. We'll try them out. We'll see how well we fare against them. Everything here is going to be at least level 30, so definitely going to provide us with a challenge. And here we are.
You got my attention.
Master Nessingwary has a big hunt ahead of him. I find helping him prepare for a day in the jungle is much more relaxing than helping him ready for combat. Although I do miss some of those glorious moments on the battlefield.
Safe travels.
Welcome to Stranglethorn. Perhaps you're not aware of this, but that dwarf over there is the one and only Hemet Nessingwary, renowned war hero of the Alliance and master big game hunter. He's not one for welcoming strangers into his camp, but you look like you've seen quite a bit of action in your day, Paladin. Being a veteran of many battles himself, Master Nessingwary has a soft spot for fellow heroes. Go speak with him. Perhaps he can give you some hunting pointers.
Watch your back.
Help you find something?
Do have a superior axe crafter at the camp here. Interesting that there is a level 39 and 41 upgrade. I wonder if there is something similar for swords? Maybe?
Farewell.
That would certainly be helpful. At the moment, Honest Blades in Old Town has a level 41 sword as far as I can remember.
How are you?
Jolly nice to make your acquaintance, Sedelian. Haven't seen a paladin around these parts for some time. I situated myself with this expedition for one purpose, to hunt a great and elusive beast. Seeing that you're a hero of sorts, I am willing to let you take part in the hunt, but you must first prove yourself. I shall teach the ways of raptor killing to you. Ajak will train you with tiger hunting, and Sir Gadin is a master of panther tracking. Prove your skill and I'll let you in on the big hunt.
See you soon.
So you think your hunting skills are in tip-top shape? I can put them to the test in a jiffy. Head out into the jungle and kill 10 Stranglethorn raptors. We'll see just how much of a big game hunter you are. And no, I won't tell you where you can find them. Locating the beasts is half the challenge.
Be good.
Cool. Luckily, I am very familiar with these quests, but if I was a brand new player, that would be interesting to have to kind of go out and just try to find
Can I help you?
find the animals yourself. When I was but a young girl, my father trained me in the art of tiger hunting. You'll find the young felines much easier to track and slay. For this reason, we'll start you out easy. One can often find young tigers near the expedition camp. Test your tracking skills and see if you can hunt some of the beasts down.
Have a good one.
King's honor, friend.
If you want to be part of the hunt with this crack group Hemet has assembled, you're going to need to prove yourself an able panther hunter. We'll start you out easy, don't you worry. Let's see if you can kill 10 young panthers to start. Tracking them down is only half the challenge.
For the Alliance.
Wow, so Ajak, really helpful here. The other two, not so much.
What can I do for you?
And this is the Green Hills of Stranglethorn. I am not going to do this quest, I don't think. This quest is extremely annoying to deal with if you're not going to use the auction house to purchase some of the pages. As much as I want to read the pages themselves, which if we do happen to stumble upon any, maybe I will. You know, they're going to be kind of out of order and all over the place, but
See you soon.
we might get some little tidbits of Stranglethorn Vale and Hemet and his crew, maybe some history. So we'll see. In the meantime, let's get started with the big hunt that everybody has been alluding to. And we will start with tigers and panthers. You can see some tigers already. So let's get started. getting these flash of lights out with 2 cats on me is probably not going to work super well. Anything with a faster attack speed is going to be kind of rough to deal with. Let's see if we can get this one tiger at least, and then we'll have an easier time. It's a good thing we have that new rank of Flash of Light, otherwise the older rank would really not do a whole lot for us. Even though we're playing outside of primetime hours for today, I'm still very surprised that we are not seeing too many players at the moment. This is definitely one of the hottest zones on the leveling journey, so I am a little bit surprised, but certainly not complaining. You know, ever since we leveled into our 30s as well, can definitely really feel the impact of how slow paladins can be. But I'm very thankful that we chose a paladin for this challenge, just because we do have so many options for second chances with Divine Shield and Blessing of Protection and all that kind of stuff. I was really looking to find something that would be challenging, interesting, but something that I was also a lot more confident in pushing past where we normally end up falling. Need 2 more tigers and we'll be done with the first quest already, which is really, really good. It can often take quite a long time to locate these beasts when there are so many other players in the area. is it for the tigers. So we made out really, really well with that one. So we've got a regular Stranglethorn tiger here. Let's leave him alone. Because, well, I guess we don't really have much of a choice. I was going to say, maybe we can go back to the Nestingwary camp real quick and pick up the next follow-up to this tiger quest. So we're going to see some of these regular Stranglethorn tigers while we take on the younger panthers, I think. Oh no, you know what? Maybe the normal panthers are up here. Yeah, you know what? We might have to actually travel to the other side of the river, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get some heals in. We're starting to lag a little bit, it feels like. Connection's a little bit unstable. So yeah, I guess we'll turn in the tiger quest anyway, since we have to head over to the other side of the river. We are back.
Hello. Safe travels.
You are learning, Paladin. Let us test your skills with the mature cats now. Kill 10 Stranglethorn tigers this time out.
See you around.
Very well. I think, you know what, we actually might find some of those in the same area, or general area at least, as the young panthers. So, I do like how these are set up though, because I think it does make a lot of sense the way Blizzard decided to lay out these quests, because they don't give you a hint where, you know, these animals actually lurk. But the rebel camp, you know, for example, will send you into Curzon territory, which will take you right past the young panthers. So I feel like it kind of, you know, works out pretty well that way. Or if you're Horde, you know, or, you know, I'm assuming Alliance also get this too at some point, but the Horde deal a lot with the trolls, and sending you the trolls way will definitely make you stumble upon stuff like the you know, the raptors, you know, the regular panthers, the regular tigers, and even the elder tigers, I think, as well, are kind of all along the way. We just stumbled upon our first young panther here. Let's hope we see many more on the other side. Have crossed the river now, so let's keep an eye out. Our young young Stranglethorn tigers on this side too. I can see some down below, and they're all alive. Again, I'm really surprised. This is being recorded on a Tuesday. We did have maintenance for a brief period of time, but I feel like we're well past that window at this point. Yeah, around 18 people at our level. I guess that's not really a lot considering how popular the zone normally is. Sitting at 7 out of 10 Panthers and no signs of slowing down. I gotta be honest, this is probably the most relaxing experience I've had in Stranglethorn in probably in a very, very long time at least. I can't even remember the last time I was able to come into Stranglethorn and just freely kill whatever I wanted. It feels like a dream. So we got a couple more to go. We've got the normal tigers to kill as well. So we'll probably start with that right at the beginning of the next episode. Let's see if we can find just one more. Sometimes there's one across the road. Or by the rebel camp. Yeah, I'm not seeing one here this time though. Let's head back. Let's get that last one. And there is number 10. Perfect. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me for today. In the next one, we're going to be right back here, and we'll start working on those Stranglethorn tigers. As always, I appreciate you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider liking the video and subscribing for more. I hope to see you back in Stranglethorn. Take care.